So the game I'm playing today is called Deleveled. This is a minimalist puzzle platformer with two pretty big catches. The first catch is that you are actually controlling two objects in this game at once, and the second catch is that you cannot jump. At least not on your own merit. This is another very difficult game to describe without showing actual gameplay. But essentially, this is a momentum-based puzzle platformer where you have to activate a variety of switches in each individual level. Once every switch in the level has been activated, that will open up the end portal that you can move through in order to progress to the next level. Although it's not even close to being as simple as I'm making it sound. Now the thing is, even though you're controlling two cubes at the same time, they are actually bound to different gravitational fields. So effectively, each level in this game has a top and bottom portion. You have one cube that moves along the top portion, and the other cube moves along on the bottom, and the gravity on the bottom cube is reversed. So whenever the bottom cube jumps, it's actually being pushed downwards, technically. And the cubes cannot collide with each other, otherwise they will be destroyed instantly. Now, in order to make both cubes jump, you essentially have to make the top cube, or the bottom cube, fall from a great height. And that can of course be accomplished by simply falling off of a platform. And I really don't know how to explain this without confusing like every single one of you, including myself, but basically the amount of energy that the top cube accumulates while it's falling will then be transferred over to the bottom cube, assuming both cubes are positioned above and below one another respectively. So if the top cube falls from a high platform, once it hits the bottom cube, all of that energy gets transferred over to the bottom cube, and it'll cause the cube on the bottom to jump. And if you don't bother moving any of your cubes around, you can effectively get them to do this indefinitely. So they'll just maintain that energy output, but they'll be transferring it in between one another. You know what, I'm just gonna get into the first level of the game immediately, just to give you guys a better idea as to what the hell I'm talking about, because we're not even like 5 minutes into this video, and I already feel like my frontal lobe is about to spontaneously combust. So here you go, you're controlling these two orange cubes right here, and you'll notice that one of the cubes is on top and the other's at the bottom. So you can only move around with the arrow keys, you can only move left and right in this game. A and D keys work as well, because remember that you can't jump in this game, so there is no jump button. You can press the R key to reset, but you'll notice here that the reset button is not instant. You have to hold it down for about half a second before they will actually reset. I'm assuming this is more of an accident-proofing method more than an idiot-proofing method, though. So I mentioned before that the cubes cannot collide with one another, so there you go, they turn red and they just reset automatically. And those two blue portals right there, we just have to move into, and we'll immediately get sent over to the next level. I should probably mention who developed this game, like the indie studio that made this game and also the publishers. So this game was developed by an indie studio called Toaster Fuel, and it was published by the Quantum Astrophysicists Guild. Indeed, that is literally what they are called. They are also an indie outfit that specializes primarily in publishing unique indie games like this. The Quantum Astrophysicists Guild are arguably best known for publishing, and I think also developing, the indie game The Bridge, which was also like another extremely bizarre puzzle platformer, but The Bridge drew more inspiration from the likes of MC Etcher than anything else. This game is nothing like that. No, this game pretty much has everything to do with physics more than anything else, and not optical illusions. So here's what I mean when I say that this game is momentum-based. You'll notice that the top cube falls off of that platform, right? But you'll notice that once it hits the ground, the bottom cube will get pushed downwards. And when the bottom cube lands back on its surface, it causes the top cube to get shot upwards. So this is what I mean here. You can effectively build up momentum using either cube, like if you cause them to fall off of any platform in particular, then all of that energy is maintained in between both cubes, because as you can see, they're just sharing that energy basically, like they're passing the energy in between each other. I want to say that this is an example of kinetic energy, but I don't know if that's the correct term, and if it's not, well, please tell me what the actual term is, because I don't remember. Look, I'm at least 5 years out of high school, okay? I've pretty much forgotten, like, everything that I've been taught at this point. So using this knowledge, we can essentially cause all of the cubes to jump, despite the fact that the game, as I mentioned before, does not have a proper jump button. And I need to stress as well that you cannot control these cubes independently of each other. Every time you hold down the left or right arrow keys, or the A and D keys, it'll cause both cubes to move at the same time. And they can become desynchronized with each other in specific situations, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. So using this knowledge here, we can cause the cube to jump up to this ledge, which it normally wouldn't be able to, and we'll be able to enter this portal and move on to the next level. So the first few levels in World 1 right here are effectively tutorial levels. These are just levels that are trying to introduce you to the central concept of the game, or like various concepts that you'll be encountering throughout the course of gameplay. So this level shows you that if both of these cubes fall from the exact same height, they will both bounce at the same time. So the height at which these cubes bounce depends on how fast the other cube was falling. You can of course cause the cubes to fall at much higher speeds by having them fall off of much taller platforms. But if you have both of them fall off a platform at the exact same height, then as you can see, it'll cause both squares to jump simultaneously. I'm also just realizing that I've been referring to them as cubes this entire time. Yeah, I have to mention that this is a 2D platformer, okay? There are actually no 3D sections in this game. This is like straight 2D platforming here. Puzzle platforming, to be specific. So now we're getting introduced to the concept of spikes, and we have to make the bottom cube avoid the spikes altogether. So we can make the bottom cube jump like this in order to make it get over the spikes, but now we also need to make it bounce like this, yeah, so that it gets to the end portal at the bottom. Or I guess technically the top, if we're looking at it from the bottom cube's perspective, the bottom cube's top, which is the top cube's bottom. I don't know, my brain is already fried. My brain is completely fried already from even attempting to explain what this game even is. So we have to make this cube bounce over this platform on the bottom side of the level. But the important part of this level here is that you don't want to make the bottom square land on this platform, because as you can see, there's less potential energy now to go around, and the cubes are not bouncing as high as they were before. Which means there's no actual way to complete this level, because look at this now. The bottom cube can't bounce high enough, and also, I do want to show this too, you can cause the cubes to desync from one another, so they're not even moving alongside one another anymore, which means the level just became impossible to beat, so we pretty much have no choice but to reset. Yeah, so we have to get this bottom cube over this platform, and the most important part is that we don't land on it, so here we go, get to the end portal at the bottom, very nice indeed. It's also kind of interesting how there's like little squares and circles in the background as well. And what's interesting is that every time you press a switch or you enter these little end portals, it'll cause the shapes in the background to get pushed backwards. So even the background has some form of interactivity programmed into it. That level right there was demonstrating to you that not all hope is lost if the cubes get desynced from one another. In fact, there are some levels later on in the game where you will have to desync them on purpose. This is not one of those levels, however, because this is a level that is introducing us to the concept of switches. So in order to activate the end portal, we need to press all switches within the level. In this case, there's only 2, so the end portal gets activated instantly. I want to note as well, though, that you can deactivate the switches too. If you're somehow able to go back to the switches and you choose to, you want to just disable them, well, you can do that. If you just go over the switches that you've already activated and you just press spacebar again, then you can deactivate them. There are some levels in this game in which you'll have to press switches in a very specific order. This is not one of these levels, though. We do have to avoid falling in between those gaps, however, because that will cause the cubes to collide with each other. And I've already demonstrated that that's not a good thing, because it'll cause both cubes to get destroyed, essentially. What is interesting, too, is that when you press a group of switches, it will reset you automatically back to the cube's original starting points, but the switches will remain activated. Also, it's not possible to activate one switch at a time. The only time that the switches even work at all is when you have both cubes over a set of switches. So basically, you're only able to activate 2 switches at a time instead of 1. I don't believe this is a level where you have to press them in a very specific order. I think you can just go in whichever order you prefer, which I mean, is pretty much what the game allows you to do anyway. But I think I have to go, like, in between here, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, no. That is not what I have to do at all. I think I'm gonna go over here instead. I'm gonna need to preserve my momentum for, yeah, for this, top, or, no, not the top cube, but the bottom one. Also, why do I keep calling them cubes? They're squares, for God's sake, okay? Does that look 3D to you? No, so I think I have to, like, there's gotta be, like, some way that I can time this effectively. Yeah, you can also press R to restart at any time. So what exactly do I want to do here? I don't think I want to have these... No, I definitely cannot have these, bouncing at the same time. So I think I want this one to go up here. Well, actually, no, I can't do that, though. Maybe I want this to fall. Okay, yeah, I do want this to fall on the other side, and then, there we go. We can hit both of these switches. Okay, so here I'm gonna have to desync them on purpose. And I think one of the ways in which I can do that is kind of do, not whatever the hell I just tried doing there. Actually, I think I need to do the exact same thing that I did before. Yeah, like that. There we go. Position the bottom cube like that. There we go. Very nice indeed. And then have the top cube, jump over that gap. So we also have wall spikes here as well. We're gonna try our best to avoid those. I'm gonna go up here and activate these switches first. So if you're wondering how long I'm gonna be playing this game for, I'm only gonna be showing off the first 3 worlds of this game, cause I don't want to waste your guys' time here. Like, I just want to try and explain the basic mechanics of this game. And that's about it, okay? I'm gonna try not to get too carried away with this. I might not even show the entirety of all the levels in World 3. I may even show, like, only a few of them. That was also, like, dangerously close to the edge right there. Also, I am gonna have to reset, actually, because I have to jump over that cube entirely. I'm gonna explain what that little star is in just a minute. Yeah, I want this to jump over. Okay, I don't want it to hit the spike, though. I want it to jump over like this. There we go. Very nice indeed. So then, hit this last set of switches, and I want the top square to stay in that little pit right there, because I want this bottom square to move over here. There we go. And that is actually it for all the levels in World 1. Well, that isn't technically all of the levels in World 1, because I'm gonna explain what these stars are. And I also want to explain what this checkmark is. So these green checkmarks basically mean that you've already completed these levels like normal. The yellow stars, however, indicate that you managed to beat the level on your first try. So if you end up dying, or you have to reset in a level, then you will not get a chance to receive a star. Now that doesn't mean the star will be lost permanently, because if you just go back to level select and re-enter the level, like basically restarting the level completely, then you will receive another opportunity to get that yellow star. And I believe getting that yellow star unlocks this hidden level right here, if I'm not mistaken. Like getting all the yellow stars in World 1 will unlock this level with the question mark on it. As for the level with another yellow star on it, I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm thinking that maybe you have to obtain every single star in the game in order to unlock this level, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so I just decided to go and test something out off screen very quickly. I decided to go back into levels 9 and 10 right here to try and get the yellow stars in them, and this level's actually not unlocked. Oh. It unlocks this level. Okay, wait a second then. I'm a little confused. So this... Oh, wait, no. I forgot about this. So you have to collect a certain number of stars to unlock this level. Okay, well then, how do you unlock this level with the question mark then? I'm very confused now, because if you don't unlock that by getting all of the stars in the first world, or any world for that matter, then how do you unlock it? Do you actually have to beat the game first? Maybe they're like challenge levels that only get unlocked at the end of the game. I have no idea. Well, I guess as a little bonus here, I could try out whatever the heck this challenge level is. Oh, okay, so it's basically a much more difficult version of the same level that we just played. Okay, well, actually, let's try it out here. Let's at least try it out, because I don't know what this even entails at all. Okay, well, I think I see how exactly... Okay, yeah, there we go. I was kind of confused at first as to how exactly I was going to be able to hit those switches. So can I potentially just jump over these? Yeah, there's a lot of spikes here. Oh, I think I see how exactly I'm going to get to the other side. I may just have to do that again. Well, actually, I have no idea. Am I going to be able... No, see, I'm not going to be able to I'm not gonna be able to make the bottom square bounce high enough in order to get over that elongated platform right there. So how exactly is this gonna work then? Yeah, I can also show you that you can deactivate the switches again if you want. See, the issue here is that only one of these squares is gonna be able to make it to that other platform all the way on the right. And like I've said before, you can't activate one switch at a time, you can only activate 2 at a time. So this presents a problem. I already know I'm definitely not going to be able to get the star from this. Oh, unless, what if I have to go to this platform, and then just bounce back to the other side? Oh, wait a minute, I know what I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, see, because I can actually jump in between these spikes now. Jump over that, oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, very nice indeed. Okay, so okay, so the portals are just on the same side again. Alright, well I'm not gonna make getting the yellow stars that big of a priority, because like I said, I don't want to waste your guys' time with this video, so you know what? Let's just try to play the game normally for now. That was interesting though. I was still able to get through it, at the very least. So I have the check mark, okay? I mean, I won't truly have 100%ed any of these worlds until I unlock whatever this thing is supposed to be, and how exactly I'm supposed to unlock it is still a complete mystery to me. I haven't figured that out yet. Let's just move on to World 2 for now. We're not gonna dwell too much on that. Alright, so World 2, we actually have a different color palette because the squares are now cyan. I almost called them cubes again. Yeah, we got cyan squares now, though. So I don't remember what the whole theme of this world is, but basically we're just hitting more switches. Yeah, the switches also cause the background to change too. I mean, the backgrounds are actually different. I mean, the backgrounds are different in every single world, but it seems like in this world, the background is completely blank until you start hitting switches, and then there's like more polygons that begin to appear. It's interesting to say the least. Okay, so I need to make you jump to the other side somehow, like that. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And then we just have to activate these switches right here. Okay, very good. And then I think we just need to do the exact same thing where we preserve the momentum. Yeah, there we go. So hit those switches too, and then I need to make the bottom square land on the top of that rectangular platform there, or I guess technically the bottom, but whatever, it's done. It's completely done. There we go. We got a star from that. Yeah, one of the ways you can tell that you received a star is when there's a variety of fireworks that suddenly explode whenever you get through the end portal. That's basically the game's way of notifying you that you have beaten the level on your first attempt. Or maybe not your first attempt necessarily, but you managed to beat the level without having to restart or dying. That's what it actually means. So let's hit these switches first. Okay, there is something a little bit risky that I gotta do right here. Wait, it's not that. It's actually not that. Hang on a second. I'm gonna hit these switches first. Take the easy ones out first. Yeah, so I think I have to use that center platform to reduce the amount of kinetic energy here so I can bounce in between these little spikes. There we go. And you can still activate the switches when you are bouncing, but you need to remember that both squares need to be overlapping the switches in order for that to work. Now I think what we gotta try doing is not what I'm doing there. Actually, what do we do about this? Thinking you should probably go up this way, because I mean, one of you has to land on this platform over here. And I think the way I can do that is not having you bounce at the same time, though. Oh, wait, no, I know how to do this. There we go. Yeah, desynchronize you like this, hit those switches, and then I think I have to desynchronize you guys again. Yeah, just like that. It's not too, what's the word I'm looking for? Not too crazy, I guess. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. I gotta say, though, this chiptune music really does sound like it was ripped directly from a long-lost NES game. Hell, it could probably be played back on real hardware. It sounds that authentic. I mean, it's not really as bombastic as other chiptune soundtracks that I've heard before, like, say, Shovel Knight's soundtrack, which I think can also be played back on real hardware due to the fact that Shovel Knight's music doesn't use any more sound channels than what the NES featured. But still, Deleveled's music gets the job done, to say the least. So this is one of the first levels in the game where you do have to hit these buttons in a very specific order. So I'm gonna try it out here, because I'm gonna try and remember how exactly I beat this level, but I don't think it's as complicated as I'm thinking it is. Because I think it involves something like this, where, yeah, you're gonna have no choice but to keep deactivating that bottom switch over and over again, because you have to go up to all these ledges and activate these 3 switches on top. Yeah, there we go, just like that, actually. Because remember that the squares cannot come into contact with one another, because that will cause them to explode, basically. Or, well, they don't really explode, they more like implode on each other. Yeah, there we go, desync them like this, and there we go. We beat that on our first attempt, or we beat it without resetting. I don't remember if this is another level where you also have to hit them in a specific order, but it might be one of those levels, though. Let me try... Actually, you know what? Let me try doing something like this here for a minute. I want you to stay down there for just a moment, because I want to see if I can try doing this. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, we just have to basically jump over the steps right here. Actually, I think I did this the absolute wrong way, but hang on a minute. We're gonna do something here. We're gonna do something a little spicy. And when I say I'm about to do something spicy, what I really mean is that I'm going to completely forget what I was even doing, and just sit here for like 20 minutes just confused out of my mind, just thinking to myself, wait, what exactly do I do with this switch when the real solution is like right in front of my eyes? Actually, the solution is right in front of my eyes. Look, there we go. Very nice. We didn't need to go all the way back to that switch at the bottom left. We can just do that instead. Okay, well, I need you to stay there. Yeah, I need you to go all the way down over here. Very good. We did that without resetting as well. So we got another star. I'm pretty sure we already had stars on some of these levels. Like, for instance, do I already have a star on this one? No, I don't. Yeah, in case it wasn't already obvious, I did complete some of these levels off screen already. It's pretty much what I do with almost every game that I cover on my channel. I play them off screen ahead of time, just to see if they're actually worth doing videos on. So I think I want to go down through here. Yes, I want to try and get through the L-shaped tetrominoes without actually hitting the ceiling, or I guess like the roof of them. Or, well, no, the ceiling. No, because the roof is the part that's above the ceiling. God. I'm just completely forgetting how buildings work at this point. Come on, synapses, you're letting me down here. Holy crap. Okay, what exactly am I supposed to do here again? Because I actually don't recall. Okay, well, it's definitely not that, so goodbye to my... What in the world? Okay, I was gonna say goodbye to my, wave goodbye to my gold star, but then I guess my laptop was like, don't mind me, I'm just multitasking over here and just doing all sorts of random crap in the background that I don't want it to do. Okay, save it for when I'm done recording, alright? Because usually whenever my CPU spikes like that, it also causes OBS to start acting weird as well. Actually, do I just want this to keep on going? No, that's definitely not what I want to do. Okay, well... How did I beat this then? Because I definitely completed this before, but I'm struggling to figure out how I did it. Oh wait, no, this is actually how I did it. Yeah, I do need to drop in, but I think what I have to do is that I have to let the top square land on that platform. Like, land on the platform with the switch below it. So that way, it can get enough height that it can go all the way to the leftmost platform, because there's a switch on top of it. It all makes sense now, or, I mean, it's all coming back to me, I guess. Okay, well, in that case, you need to go over this way. There we are. Like I said, I'm not gonna focus too much on the gold stars. We're just gonna try incomplete levels, and that's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna try making my way over to these sets of switches first. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do this right away. I'm gonna desync you guys, kind of like this. There we are. Actually, was that... again, I don't think that was what I was supposed to really do. Oh no, this is definitely not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do it like this. Yeah, okay. Well, that's gonna throw everything out of whack now. Because now I'm thinking that perhaps I may have to do something like this. Okay, wait. Oh my goodness, let me think about this for a minute. So what if I try this? Okay, and then I could have, like... Here we go. I think I'm gonna have one of you stay over here, and then I'll have the other square go to the left side. Yeah, like that. And then I somehow have to do the same thing with this cube over here, and I think I figured out how exactly I am gonna do that. Yeah, simply by doing that. Sure. There is some true cutting-edge commentary going on in this video, guys. I'm sorry, but oftentimes I just get confused by puzzle games like this, because I almost never know what I'm doing half the time. There we go. I think I got a star on that one too. And it's sad as well, because I've already completed most of these levels, and I've already forgotten the solutions. Like, I mean, how long ago was it when I last played this game? Like 3 days ago? Pathetic, I tell you. Absolutely pathetic. Okay, well anyway. Actually, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Get those bottom switches first, and then I want to try and do some... Actually, do I want to do something like this? You know, I could also do this just so that I don't lose the star. Or wait, am I gonna... No, what? No, we can do it like that. Okay, wait, I'm gonna have to somehow find a way to desync these guys again. Okay, well, I just completely botched this, never mind. Here, I think I actually want to, like, go over here and... Oh, wait, there is no switch here. Oh, no, wait, I have to go the other way. What am I even doing right now? Okay, and then I want you to jump over that platform so you can push me all the way up to this platform, like that. There we go, I have to go on the right side, though, because the other side is too tall to actually hop over. But now, how am I gonna do this exactly? There's no way that I can have you guys bounce on top like this, so I may have to get a little more creative here. Like, hit those switches like this. Okay, yeah, there we go. That works perfectly, because now we can just sync these guys up like this. There we go, while they're bouncing. While they're just straight bouncing, and then just do that. There we go, just go right to the end portals. Desync them like that, and there we go, we're on our way. Okay, so I want you to jump over that little square. There, so you can go to the leftmost switches. I mean, an alternative that I could do here is just try to get the hardest switches, or what I perceive to be the hardest switches to reach. Get those out of the way first, and then we can try and go for the easier ones. That is a viable alternative. Maybe do something... No, because they're still synced up, actually, so I think there's a way I can get them to desync. Yeah, desync kind of like this. That works. Okay. Now I need to get both of them to desync on this plane, though, and how exactly am I gonna do that? Well, hang on a second. I might see how to do it. Well, it's definitely not like this. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna reset. I don't know why I'm worrying so much about these gold stars. I don't give a crap about them right now. Okay, I'm trying to think, and I cannot think properly when I'm, like, actively destroying my own brain cells. See, I can desynchronize them like this, but the only problem is that there's no actual switch over here that it can reach. I mean, it can still reach, like, the bottom square can still reach this one over here, but I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. Unless I can do something along the lines of it. No, I'm basically stuck here. I'm stuck there. Oh, wait a second. I think what I had to do was that... Yeah, I had to make the other square drop onto this platform, did I? The top one? Yeah, because look what I can do now. Look what I can do now. I can push you to the bottom, top, your top, my bottom. Whatever, just hit the damn switch so we can leave. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, and in this one we have to deliberately desync them. Just like that. Very nice indeed. Okay, so this one, I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this one. Yeah, there we go. Look at that big bounce. So I believe we have to actually bounce in between these squares, at least for some of these switches. I think one of the ways that we can hit one set of these switches, I think these ones right here, yeah, is just by syncing them up again, just having them overlap. And I think the hitbox on the switches in particular are pretty big, because I think you only need, like, a small piece of any of the squares overlapping the switch in order to activate them. Okay, it's not quite what I did there. Not quite what I did there. There we go. Like this. This is how we're gonna hit these, this other set of switches right here. Yep, just like that. Let me just time this properly. Very nice. Because you'll notice that there's only 3 squares at the bottom, and there's 4 squares on top, so we can just have this, the top blue square just fall off of the top 4th platform. Yeah, basically don't have both squares exhibiting the same amount of energy. Or in other words, don't have them both falling at the same time at the same rate in order to get that one switch at the very center platform. There we go, now we just bounce over like this, and there we go, we're very much on our way here. I don't remember if this is the last level of World 2 or not. Something tells me that it probably isn't, but I don't remember for certain. Let me try hitting these switches first, and hit these switches too, because we can just, yeah, there we go, they just both bounce off of each other. But I think we want to go in here. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that actually. What am I doing? Well, I know that for this switch over here, we actually want, yeah, there we go, we want the top square to fall in there. We want the top square to fall into that little box, I guess you could call it. I mean, it's not really that much of a box, but then we just go down here so we can activate those switches. Okay, there's a little bit of a weird thing that we have to do here, and I'm not entirely sure how to do it. Oh wait, no, I literally just figured it out. Okay, so you can have them, you can sometimes, like there's some levels where you can have the squares switch gravitational fields, I guess? And I think we actually see more of those types of levels in the third world, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that was a bit of a trickier one right there. I do believe we needed, yeah, this square to fall. Fall to the top. There we go. Okay, so that was the last level. Alright, very nice then. Okay, so we did actually get 4 additional stars from that. Alright, well this is the only other world I'm going to be showing off then. World 3. We have another color palette change. Now the squares are just glowing a bright yellow color. There's hexagons animating in the background, and the background's also like a, kind of like a light cyan color almost, and the switches are a deep purple color. So World 3 here introduces us to another concept, which are one-way walls. So how exactly do the one-way walls work? Also, yeah, the switches turn pink when you activate them, so how exactly do one-way walls work? Well, you'll notice that these walls right here, where the top square is, they have little arrows that are pointing to the right. Like there's little arrows animating on the wall itself. That essentially means that you can only enter this wall from the right side. So as you can see, I can pass through it by going to the right, but if I try going back towards the wall, like if I try going left, then you'll see that it just acts like a solid wall. So in this level specifically, we can use this to our advantage. For instance, we can cause this square to fall into this little... Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. Okay, so that wall below, it's pointing upwards, which means we can only fall through it, but it does still act like a solid platform. So, in other words, I'm boned. I mean, we could also have this other square move over to, yeah, this little entrance right here, which it can also not escape from now. Okay, yeah, I'm fricked. I'm absolutely fricked. Let's just try this again. I think I want you to go up this way, actually. Yeah, there we go. And I want you to fall through, so that way you can hit that switch. Yeah, you're not going to be able to go anywhere, because that's also a one-way wall that you can only enter through the right, like the right side. So, man, how exactly did I beat this again? I don't even remember. Okay, I think I want you to actually, yeah, go in there. Okay, just go in there and stay there. And maybe what I really want you to do is to just activate that switch and just get it out of the way immediately. Maybe that's what I want instead. Or do I? See, now I'm trying to think here, because there's a switch all the way at the very top right over here, but I do not recall how to get that, and I definitely did complete that because I have the green check mark. Like, I beat this level before. Well, I mean, I can enter up here. Oh, right, because I forgot that is, it's a wall that you can enter from below. I literally said that like 2 minutes ago that, yeah, the walls with the arrows pointing upwards, you can pass through it from below, but you cannot fall through those walls because they'll basically act like solid platforms. Okay, well, whatever, let's just... Oh, I forgot I still cannot do this thing, though. Because what I need is for you to fall in there. But hang on a second, maybe I don't need to do that. Like, what if I try doing something like this instead? Okay, actually, wait a second. No, this is how I'm gonna get this accomplished. That's how I'm gonna get this accomplished. Very nice. Okay, well in that case... Okay, I'm not gonna have to jump to the other portal, so you know what, you just stay there, go through. Okay, very nice. Let's move on. Move the frick on, please. What do I want to get first here? Probably... maybe go up here, hit those switches? There's only like a singular one-way wall in this level, but I'm not entirely sure how, I straight up do not remember, like, most of these levels. Okay, I want you to fall, yeah, onto that one, right there. Okay, maybe I'd have to do something like this. There. So, hit that button, and maybe just keep it enabled, if I can figure out a way how to, you know, without getting confused by literally everything else. Oh, wait a second, I think I see what I could potentially do here, like that. Okay, see, this is not gonna work because the remaining 2 buttons are on the bottom part of the level now, and I only have 1 square on the bottom, so this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work at all. Although I can bounce you back over the wall. Okay, that would work. That would definitely work. Okay, let's try something like this then. Okay, wait. No, this will most certainly work. Very nice indeed. Okay, so how exactly did I do this again? Something like that? Yeah, very nice. Oh, and I didn't even reset at any point. I completely forgot. So I definitely got the star for that one. Okay, so this one, I do remember this level though, and this level's kind of confusing. So these 2 walls right here that I am edging really close towards, both of my squares are gonna fall through both of these walls and they're gonna collide with one another. So that's not what I want. So instead, I'm gonna desync them to hit those switches first. And then what I think I want to do is desync them again. Yeah, so that way the top square falls to the middle floor, because it won't, okay, well, I mean, alternatively, I could also do that. Fine, sure. Wasn't even paying attention at all there, but yeah, fall to the middle floor. Okay, we can do something like this, though. That definitely works. I have to make the bottom square do something similar to that, though. And I think I'll be able to do that by probably doing something like this. There we go. So that way it falls to the top. Okay, well, actually, wait, no, we saved it. Hang on, we saved it. See, as long as you don't reset manually, then you won't lose your gold star. So that's the good thing about hitting switches constantly and trying to reset them. Actually, hang on a second, I don't think there's any way I'm gonna get them, like, lined up with those two switches. Well, hang on a second. I'm gonna try something different instead. I can get them lined up with these switches, however. Okay. Oh god, well then what about the bottom switches here? I mean, I could do something like this. Oh, wait. No, I think that's fine, because they're not gonna fall. No, they're not gonna fall at all. Okay, now I need to get both of them into the bottom floor, though. And I think I remember how exactly I'm gonna do that. Yeah, can I... Well, actually, I did it previously. Yeah, like this. There we go. Just like that. There we go. Very nice. I got my gold star. I did very well, teacher. Can I have my gold star, please? This level, I just don't recall at all. Okay, wait. I can... potentially... Yeah, okay, maybe something like that? I don't know, I don't remember the exact solution to this. Okay, this is definitely not a thing that I am attempting to do right now, or a thing that I want to do. Oh, wait a second. I remember now. Okay, well... I remembered, and then I decided to screw it up by mistiming it. Bounce up! Oh, wait, no, because that's, I forgot, that is actually, a one-way wall. God, I keep forgetting that the one-way walls even exist. They'll go to the other side and maintain that momentum before you end up colliding with the top square again. So that way, we can hit it over this other one-way wall, hit those two switches, hit the switch above and the switch below. And then I think we can do something similar again, kind of like this. Ah, here we go. Okay, I definitely figured something out in this regard. There, we have to make them switch gravity fields again. Oh boy, and I need to get you all the way to this portion. Wait, I can make you fall again through this, can't I? Yeah, I can. Okay, I'm attempting something here. How about I try doing something like this? There we go. I'm gonna desync them on purpose. Oh wait, no, because you're not gonna get to the top of that. Okay, well, let me try something different then. How about you activate that? Okay, that seems good. Actually, no, that is good. That is good, because look what I can do now. Very nice. Okay, just get them to the freaking end goals, please. Just like this. Okay, very good. I'm gonna be ending this video off soon, because I can feel my synapses are, like, imploding right now. But I do hope I'm giving you guys a proper idea as to what this game entails. Like, yeah, it's basically a puzzle platformer without a jump button. How exactly do you jump? Well, momentum. You know, physics, momentum, kinetic energy. I still don't know if kinetic energy is the exact term for it, but something along those lines, yes. Exactly. I definitely messed this up, hang on a second. Also, I do want to mention something as well about the gold stars. So, the only time that you will lose a gold star is when you activate a pair of switches, and then you reset or die after hitting those switches. If you decide to reset, or you end up dying before you hit a pair of switches, or you activate a pair, then you won't lose your gold star. So the only time that the game takes away your gold stars is whenever you've already activated a switch. Like, for instance, now that I've activated those switches, if I reset again, I will definitely lose my gold star this time. So just keep that in mind too, like, your gold stars are not lost forever, as long as you didn't activate any switches yet. Well, my gold star is definitely gonna be lost forever now, because goodbye. I completely screwed this up. Yeah, there we go. This is broken. Gold star just gets broken in half. Okay, oh yeah, okay, there. That's what I wanted to do, actually. That's what I was thinking about. I was trying to remember how I got into that little room with the purple switch. Yes, you have to maintain your momentum like this. Yeah, go around and then, yeah, move it on through. The only problem is that, yeah, it does get stuck when you finally move it into that room, because there is a one-way wall there. Here, I want to try and activate these switches right here. Yep, these two. Okay, so how exactly... Oh god, how exactly did I activate these two again? Oh, I remember. Jump over the spikes so that I can re-enter that one-way wall. There we go. I relearned the trick to that because the trick had completely escaped my mind within the past 72 hours. Okay, well I do know what I'm supposed to do here now. It's not that. Okay, stay in this room, please, because you are actually supposed to. Alright, very good indeed. So, okay, this level I definitely completed as well. I think this is one of these levels that requires a lot of precise timing. I'm gonna try and get the, what I personally think is the hardest pair of switches out of the way first. I'm thinking it's gotta do... not with that. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, you see how I died and I didn't lose my gold star because I didn't activate anything yet. Hold on a minute. Damn it! God, you need to make sure that you don't hit your squares on the corners of walls either, because that can also cause them to get desynced with one another. You have to jump like that. Okay, maybe not like that necessarily. We need a little more energy. Hang on a minute. Huh! Oh, okay, not like that either. There we are. Just like that. Okay, there we go. Hit those switches. And we also need to drop into that room as well. But we'll worry about that later. I'll try doing this first. There. Get those switches. And there is also something that we need to hit on this side too. I believe we can do that. Not like that, though. I mean, alternatively, we can also hit this switch from the inside too, and just have that other one activated. Okay, wait. Maybe we can try... I mean, we could also try something like that too, but that's not how I solved this initially, at least I don't think it was. And then maybe I could actually make you fall down instead. Well, no, these two are already activated. I'm not gonna deactivate them again. No. Let's try that. Okay, move through this one-way wall, and then I'll have the bottom square go over this platform. Okay, this is what I was trying to do initially. There we go. Try switching those around, and then we can, hit these two bottom switches like this. Okay, well, this is a problem now, because the remaining switches are all on the top. Okay, wait, I have an idea for something. Go over this way. Very nice. Okay, there. Now we can freaking leave. Make the top square bounce to that center platform with the other switch on it. Not the switch inside the room, but the switch on top of the room. I can almost feel the wrinkles in my brain disappearing right now. I am literally turning into a smooth brain, guys. My brain is slowly transforming into soft serve ice cream as we speak. Anyway, this is another level where you have to, like, exchange gravitational fields. Not like this necessarily, but I mean, that does still work, so... Yeah, the hexagons spin around now whenever you activate switches. You can also go out here, and I think you're gonna have to for something. Oh, wait, no, they're gonna collide with one another. No, I don't want that. I don't think I want this either. Well, no, I do want this, actually. There we go. Switch to gravitational fields. Okay, I think I also need to do the same thing, or something akin to that, in this room as well, the one that I'm in right now. Okay, yeah, hang on a second. You need some timing right here. Okay, well, you can go out still, actually, because we can enable these. Okay, cool. What do I do about this again? Oh, I think I just need to time it. Yeah, like this. Because I think... it's one way. It's one way. There we go. That actually took me a lot less time to remember than I thought it would. Okay, well, you need to go up here and fall into that room. Yeah, we're done. And we did get the star for that, because I don't think I had the star previously. So this level I have not beaten off-screen. What in the world did I just do there? I think this may be level 7 of World 3, so I'll tell you what, I am gonna play through the last few levels of World 3 here, but then after that, we are gonna be ending the video. Okay, I already figured out how to, enable those switches at least. What if I move you in here? Okay, that may have been important for something, and I just botched it. Achievement unlocked, follow the bouncing boxes? I have no idea what I got that achievement for. Okay, yeah, like that. I have to make it jump over that little, like, I don't even know, that little pole right there. Yeah, so I can't enter it like this because I'm just gonna fall out. What if I attempt to do something like this instead, because this is a one-way wall, right? Okay, well, I can also activate the switch like this. That could also work too. Oh, wait a second, I may have figured something out here. Okay, well, this is definitely an indication that I didn't figure something out because I boned myself instead. Okay, so I actually need you to come over here. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. There we go, just switch sides. Switch sides. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, hang on. Now I need you to go over this way. Okay, what would happen if I were to hit this? Okay, maybe we could still... Oh, no, wait a minute. No. I think I can still make something happen here. Okay, hang on a second. I see an opportunity for something. Oh yeah, just fall in here. Okay. Well, that wasn't anywhere near as complicated as I thought it would be. Okay, and I think I know how exactly I'm gonna get through these portals here, because I may have to make this other one fall somehow. Fall all the way to the top of the portal, though? Oh wait, no, I can literally just do this, and that'll be it. Yeah, there we go. I didn't get the gold star, but whatever, we don't care about that right now. Okay, let's move on to this one. Okay, so how do I bounce? Okay, I bounce like that while I can hit these switches, but that's probably not what the game is actually telling me to do. Okay, this is gonna cause us to bounce simultaneously. Okay, well, hang on a second. We can desync each other right here to hit these two switches. Looks like there is some sort of room that we can potentially fall into. Okay, yes, kind of like this. Alright. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay, there's a lot of one-way walls right over here. I'm thinking I may have to do something with that. Oh, okay, wait, what in the world did I do here? I'm not even sure what I did, but it worked out in my favor, so sure? I don't know, I kind of put the bottom square, like, halfway in between that one-way wall that was, like, moving to the right. Like, I'll show you here, like, okay, well, that one actually needs to go in there. Well, hang on a second. Yeah, see, like, this one-way wall where the top square is. I don't know, I put it, like, halfway in between that, and for whatever reason, both squares just lost a whole bunch of momentum, and I have no idea what even happened. But whatever. Moving on. Oh, why are there so many one-way walls? This is like turning into a maze. This is like a full-on maze here. Well, I mean, we can go down here to activate these switches. There's a switch all the way at the top, though, and I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly I need to do with that. Okay, so we can go down here and try doing something like this, okay. Wait, there is a way that I can enter this, like, this other room right here from the outside. Wait, let me try a thing. Okay, well, that's so much for trying a thing. If I make you bounce outside, go in this little crevice and then fall, yeah, fall back into it. Okay, the only issue here is that I think I need the top square to go all the way to the bottom because that switch is upside down. Okay, let me try going to the left then, because there is another entrance right here. Okay, well, reverse the gravity. Reverse the gravitational fields. Okay, no, we just end up with the same result though. So that's not it then. That's clearly not it. How about we try activating that switch instead? Actually, I wonder if there's a way that I can maybe, like... Oh no, there's definitely a way that I can keep you on top. Here, let's try doing this. And let's see if we can actually keep that switch enabled, potentially. Oh, here we go. Here we go. These two switches, alright. Now what about that last set of switches? Okay, how about oh no, we're not gonna be able to pair you guys up because you're just gonna, like, crash into each other. Okay, well what if I make the top square go outside first? Well, I mean, that's not really gonna do a whole lot because it's still gonna be stuck there, and the top square is just gonna fall, or like the bottom square is gonna fall all the way to the ceiling. Okay, well, what in the world then? Well, hang on a second, I figured out how to make them bounce, and I can probably... Yeah, I can still maintain that bounce through these one-way walls, but I think I'm only gonna be able to carry one of them to either side. Yeah, that's the only issue, but I mean... This could still potentially work somehow. What if I come down here, maybe activate that one at the bottom, deactivate the one on top, and then maybe I can just, like, make them bounce into it? Like, potentially bounce into both switches? Okay, well, not like this, because that's actually not gonna work. Oh, wait, I don't know. Maybe I could try something like this? Oh, there we go. Yes, gotta maintain that bounce all the way through. I do have to move out of the way, like, very quickly, though, so that way they don't, like, collide with each other and, like, kill each other accidentally. Well, then, after that, it seems as simple as literally just doing this. Yeah, there we are. All shall pass. Okay, yeah, that was the final level of World 3, and I got 2 stars, 2 additional stars. Well, out of curiosity, what is the first level of World 4 like? Okay, pink switches, and we got the science squares back. Okay, so what is this? Ah, I see. So, these platforms will disappear if I stay on them for too long, but that can... It seems like they do reappear after a while, though, so they're not, like, gone permanently? Interesting. Okay, well, I have no idea how exactly those would come into play later on, but I don't feel like finding out right now, so I'm gonna be ending this video off instead. I did promise the first 3 worlds, and, well, those were the first 3 worlds, so there we go. Alright, well, that's where I'm gonna end this video then. So that was Deleveled, a neat little puzzle platformer that really puts your knowledge of momentum and physics to the test. I don't really know what else to say about it, though. I mean, I have played minimalist puzzle platformers on my channel like this before. Like, there really isn't a whole lot to say about its art style, especially when its art style is just comprised mostly of simple shapes. The closest comparison that I can make to this game in terms of its art style is probably Thomas Was Alone, because that game was also a puzzle platformer that utilized very simple shapes for characters. You know, every character in that game was either represented as a square or a rectangle, or in other words, a quadrilateral. I'm not sure if I ever covered a puzzle platformer that allowed you, or I guess in this case forced you, to control two characters at once though. There's a very minuscule chance that I might have, because you have to remember that I've been uploading videos for like 9 years now almost, and in that period of time I've covered over 900 games on my channel, so it would be very difficult for me to remember every single game that I've ever covered. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some games that I've played on my channel like way back in the past that I've completely forgotten about. Like, I don't even remember the videos existing. Like, there are some videos that I've uploaded like many years ago that I straight up do not remember ever making. Like, I took the time recently to look back through some of my video history, and yeah, there was like a whole bunch of Minecraft videos that I don't even remember uploading. So there is a small chance that I may have played something similar to this before, or something exactly like this, but perhaps the title of the game might not be coming back to me. I don't really know for sure. But Deleveled doesn't really seem like anything that I've ever played before, at least in terms of central mechanics. And I do appreciate some of the more subtle touches that the developers put on this game. For instance, the fact that some of the backgrounds are kind of interactable? Is that even a word? Like, there's some form of interactivity that you can have with the backgrounds. They're not just completely static. They're made up of animated shapes that do move around whenever you hit switches. Like, for instance, the hexagons in World 3 that spin around whenever you activate buttons next to them. And I do like how the game's color palette switches up as well in between worlds, so that way you're not just looking at the exact same colors every single time. You know, each world basically has its own theme, which is always nice, and it does seem like each world introduces its own mechanic. And all of the different mechanics in each individual world appear to be unique to that world. Because it doesn't seem like I saw any, yeah, there are no, like, one-way walls in the first level of World 4. I imagine that probably in the final world, World 10, it probably combines all of these mechanics together as like a final test to challenge you on what you've learned so far. Like, I mean, what about level 10 right over here? Yeah, there are no one-way walls at all. These are all just, like, disappearing platforms. Yeah, so overall, Deleveled is an interesting little game. Yeah, I'm not seeing any one-way walls whatsoever, and I'm not going to be playing any of these levels either. Like, the video is done. So yeah, Deleveled is just a neat little game that I randomly came across on Steam one day. Because I was not actively trying to search for this game. This was just something that, well, actually, I first came across this game on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I saw someone who I follow on Twitter tweet about this game. So, I guess I was lying then, because I did, in fact, search for this game deliberately because I wanted to try and play it myself. But whatever, it doesn't matter. It's still a cool little game either way, and if you want to go and purchase it, there's a bunch of links in the description. And yes, I say a bunch of links because this game is not just available on PC, there's actually a handful of console ports that were made for this game too. Deleveled is also available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So if you want to purchase the game and play it on the console of your choosing, you can absolutely go and do that. Keep in mind though that this is one of the more expensive puzzle platformers that I've come across, because this game costs $10. So this game is not that cheap. I didn't find this game necessarily in the, what I personally like to call the bargain bin section of Steam, because there are some occasions where I will deliberately go into that particular section of Steam and try and find something to play, because sometimes I come across some hidden gems in that particular section of Steam, like Split Bullet for instance, or any of the puzzle games that Rainbow Train and Hamster on Coke have made, because they all cost less than $5. Deleveled is not one of those games though. There was definitely some more polish that went into this particular game, which I think completely justifies the higher price tag. So once again, links are in the description if you want to purchase this game on the platform of your choosing, and as always, thank you guys for watching. and I will indeed see you in the next video I make. Not within, like, a 2-week time period like you had to wait for this video, no. I know, I'm very well aware that I just randomly disappeared from YouTube again for 2 weeks. I'm really sorry, guys, and again, I didn't notify you guys about it, despite the fact that I made a promise in my Siren Head video that I was gonna do that from now on, and I completely slipped my mind, or it completely slipped my mind. Well, if one thing is certain, I'm definitely gonna be taking a break from YouTube for the holidays, and when I say holidays, I mean like in December, like when Christmas approaches, so I'll definitely notify you guys about that when it happens, okay? I'll at least try to keep that promise to you. But that's not gonna happen for at least another month, so don't worry about that right now. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video I make. Later, guys!